Hiya Rose, well in the session, hope you found it helpful. Just going to run through the things we discussed now from the session. If we look at the left hand video here now, we can see a pretty decent setup in fairness. All I would suggest is getting a little bit taller in your setup. You did get down quite low and you were gripping down the golf club a little bit, so just something a little bit taller. But this was your kind of first initial back. So we can see here now, left arm very straight, quite restrictive in your backswing, not really creating much of a length of backswing we want to try and do that's going to give us any distance towards target. And as we then swung through the golf ball, we can see now kind of a stopping kind of swing, head down a long time. And even after that ball's well down the fairway, head still down. And because of that sort of head staying down here and the left arm staying very straight and very stiff, it's a very restricted movement, therefore it's going to be slow. And as you said in the session, people have been telling you you're swinging the club too fast. So not only were you swinging the club slower than you wanted to or able to, you're also restricting by how fast you could swing it with the movements that you were making in your golf swing with that sort of head down, straight left arm. So if we look at the right hand one now, towards the end of the session, we're getting much more distance, about 20-25 yards, I think further, up to about 120 some of those drives were going. If we look at this backswing here now, just allowing your right shoulder, your right hip to twist behind you and allow the arm just to soften and fold. We can see it's not a perfectly straight arm, but it's certainly not bending in an exaggerated manner. We're not getting like a 90-degree hinge there. We're just allowing the arm to move kind of freely in how we'd want to move there, Rose. So allowing that length of backswing to increase by letting the arm just soften, and then as we come through the ball, a good strike of the ball as we can see here now, and then letting that head continue on through to a much more fuller follow through. That's not going to suddenly change straight away, obviously. It'll take a bit of practice, maybe doing some swings at home where you kind of just feel like you swing the club as freely and as fast as you can. We want to feel nice and loose, nice and soft with our joints and create as much speed as possible. So if we swing this club this way now, if we watch this swing, see a lot more length and speed through the ball with a longer swing, compared to this one where it was very sort of a bit rigid, a little bit sort of stiff and restricted, shorter, and a bit more of a bunty type swing, which is, again, just not going to create a lot of distance. And all the golf ball knows is how fast at impact that club face is travelling in that direction. If we can increase that speed by creating a longer backswing and allowing the arms to sort of swing through with as much speed as we possibly can, we're going to start getting some of that distance back into your game, because by no means are you a very inaccurate hitter. You hit the ball very straight, so we can definitely kind of increase some of that speed and distance to your game without really sacrificing much of the direction. So nice full backswing, let those arms just soften, and then swish that club through as fast as you can, right the way through without, as we said, without keeping your head down. So I hope that all makes sense. Any questions, obviously give me a shout, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.